Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. I wanted to shoot this video and I wanted to share with you some things to remember in hard times. Because when you go through life and when you live a life with purpose, you're going to have hard times. You're going to have seasons where things just do not seem to go right. Everything just seems to go wrong. Everything doesn't turn out how you anticipate. And with that, you can find some good in it because there is a reason behind everything we go through, whether it's good or whether it's character building. I don't want to say bad, because as long as you learn the lesson behind it, then it wasn't a waste of time. So I wanted to share with you a couple things. So here's some things to remember when you're going through hard times. And if you get value from this, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. One of the things to remember is that you never assume that you are stuck with the way things are right now, because life changes every single second, and so can you. You've heard me say it before that life may not change overnight, but it will change when you make a decision. And the truth is, when hard times hit, there's a tendency to believe and assume that the future holds more of the same. For some strange reason, this doesn't happen as much when things are going well. A laugh, a smile, a warm, fuzzy feeling, so to speak, are fleeting, and we know it. And we take the good times at face value in the moment for all their worth, and then we let them go. But when we're depressed, fearful, when we're struggling, it's easy to heap on more pain by assuming that the next day or the next week or the next month will be exactly like what you're feeling right now. And this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you don't allow yourself to move past what has happened, what was said, what was felt, what was not said, you will look at your future through that same dirty lens, right? And nothing will be able to focus your foggy judgment. And you will keep on justifying, reliving, and fueling a perception that is worn out and false. And you've heard me say it before, that perception is not always reality. It is not always reality. Which leads me to another point. And you probably have said it. I haven't met a person that has never said this term, it is what it is. You have to accept it, learn from it, and grow from it. It doesn't matter what has been done. What truly matters is what you do from here. What happened to you, that bad experience, is just a chapter in your life. It is not your whole life. And you must realize that most people make themselves incredibly miserable simply by finding it impossible to accept life just as it is presenting itself right now. Don't be one of them. Let go of your fantasies. And this letting go doesn't mean that you don't care about something or someone anymore. It's just realizing that the only thing you really have control over is in this moment. And if you remember, the video I did yesterday was talking about cherishing the present moment. So oftentimes letting go is simply changing the labels you place on a situation. It's looking at the same situation with fresh eyes and an open mind, and then taking the next step. My question to you is, what steps do you know you need to take? Because you've been going around in this cycle for far too long. And it's time for you to take the next step. And it's going to require you doing some things that you've never done. And then finally, use pain, frustration, and inconvenience to motivate you rather than annoy you. You are in control of the way you look at life. Okay? Instead of getting angry, find a lesson in everything that you go through. In place of envy, feel admiration. In place of worry, take action. In place of doubt, have faith. And again, your response is always more powerful than your circumstance. I'm going to say it again. Your response is always more powerful than your circumstance. And a tiny part of your life is decided by completely uncontrollable circumstances, while the vast majority of your life is decided by your responses. Where you ultimately end up is almost entirely dependent on how you play the hands that you've been dealt. So I wanted to share that with you. I felt compelled to share that with you, and I trust that it was of value to you. If it was, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to like this video. Feel free to share this video. If you have not already done so, make sure you pre-order my book that's on the way at www.lovemeorhateme.org. And then also check out my website at motivationtoelevation.com. Remember, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.